you into their world. It's not just chickens and the Angus herd. So take off your boots, relax, and go beyond the ranch.
Hi guys, welcome back to Beyond the Ranch. My name is Mike.
I'm Erin.
You know what, we need that guy, that movie announcer guy, could be like, and now, live from the Owl live stream studios in breezy Gillette, Wyoming, here's Mike and Erin. We need that guy.
Just voice record that.
I can't do it, it would sound weird. Be like, hey, that guy's tooting his own horn.
You can edit your voice.
I toot my own horn enough.
You can edit your voice. You can edit your voice.
I could, or I could just have somebody else do it, which is just as easy. Hi guys, welcome back. Another Sunday night, third Sunday of the month. We do our live streams the first and the third Sunday at 7 p.m. We're going to be switching to 6 p.m. when we roll back into daylight savings time, or does no go back to standard time? I don't know which way it works.
Why can't you learn this?
I know how it works. I just don't know which one's which. It's like Memorial Day and Labor Day. I get those flipped around all the time too.
Is my microphone not on?
I don't know.
It is on. It's on. If you can't hear me, I'm sorry.
Is your microphone not working?
No, it's on.
Okay.
I don't know. You're in charge of the technical aspect of these things.
Well, here, let me turn mine off and we'll see if yours is working. Okay. My microphone is now off. Say something.
Can you guys hear me? I'm just quieter than you, and you're loud.
Let me turn up your microphone just a little bit.
Erin sounds funny.
You sound funny?
That's what they said.
Okay, say something. Talk.
Can you hear me now?
That's as high as you go in. Say, are you on or not?
Well, the light is on.
Okay, I'm going to say you're on. All right.
Turn yours back on.
I might just be way too loud.
That's probably the issue.
That's probably the problem.
William
How is
says
that?
the
Is that
volume
better?
is
Maybe now
wonky.
I'll turn myself down a little bit, and then that way they can even their volumes out, because that seems to be a major problem that's happening here lately with YouTube and just me as well. So now I'm quieter. You should be quieter.
I should be quieter.
No, you'll be fine.
I'll be louder.
You'll be louder. I'll be quieter, and then we'll be okay. So now we're somewhere in the mid-range.
Okay.
Okay. What was I
Quit
talking
yelling
about?
at me. You can't remember spring
Oh, yeah.
forward, fall
Okay,
back.
okay,
Like,
so-
this is a skill that you need to learn. You
Why?
are old enough to learn this.
I don't need to know it. That's why I have you.
I don't understand why you can't learn this.
Okay, so explain to me. So we're at 7 p.m. Until the next time change, which is when?
It's in October.
Okay, so then we will be switching back to 6 p.m., right?
Yeah.
Okay, that totally makes sense. Okay. Then the live stream will be going back to 6 p.m. and we will have first and third.
It's usually Halloween. Why
Is it
not?
really? I thought it was in November.
It's not
for
in
some
my
reason.
calendar.
I think it's in the. When is the? What is it called? What are we going to? Daylight savings time?
Oh my gosh, no, we're on daylight savings time now.
Okay, so we're going to standard time.
Yes.
When do we change to standard time? Does anybody know that? William Dunn, when do we change? William should know this. This is kind of a weather thing.
It's usually, November 7th.
See, I told you it was in November. There you go.
Yeah, but sometimes, it's usually the first Sunday, so usually it's like earlier in November, not a full weekend in November.
Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alrighty. So this week, obviously, today the weekly vlog came out. Lots of fun stuff happening this week, including my eye issue, which is almost cleared up. But we have a screen in front of us that's a few feet away. I made it a little bit bigger and did the old person Google font thing, where you can make it a little bit bigger. But if I miss a comment, you're in charge of like seeing stuff that's interesting, because I'm trying to squint my way through this. So my eye is doing better. I've been taking my steroids and my antibiotics and my painkillers.
You just have drops. You don't have any pills.
No, I just have it's all in a drop. So it sucks in the morning more than anything, just because after sleeping and pressure and everything else builds up. So mornings are tough, but other than that, I've been doing okay the last couple of days. So
yeah, you've been better.
yeah, exactly. This
What day
helps a
did you
little
go to the
bit.
doctor? Wednesday?
Well, I had a telehealth appointment with Dave on Tuesday.
That
Dave's
doesn't count.
a friend of ours who's a doctor
You
in
can't
town.
just text your doctor friend and call that a telehealth.
It was a
appointment.
telehealth. I mean, he literally, let me see your face. I took a picture of my eyeball. It was basically a telehealth meet. It was a examination
That's not-
via. There was no like bend over and cough or anything, but like that would be weird.
That's not a telehealth.
No, it was about as close as you can get. Anyway, that was Tuesday, right? Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
That was Tuesday. Then Wednesday, I ended up actually going to the doctor, and then from there on out. But doing really well. I know I have to finish out my whole course of medication because that's always a good thing to do. Whenever you're taking any medication, don't stop.
Yeah.
Even if you're feeling better, continue on through it,
Yeah.
and make sure you take all that you're supposed to take. So
Yes.
that's what I'm doing. Let's answer a few questions here while I'm thinking about it as we get up and rolling here
How's
today.
the LED windsock working out? I mean, you guys watch the webcam and tell us what you think.
I think it works really well.
I mean,
It's interesting though because like last night we came in from goat time, and it was shining. The wind kept on shifting because it's a little breezy here over the last few days, in case you haven't noticed. And it was like somebody out there shining a flashlight around. So, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought something like something hanging or something. So, yeah, it's.
I mean, it's for you guys. It's not for us. Like, we know if the wind's blowing or not. Like, so, and like, we don't need to see it at nighttime. Like, I don't know.
You think it's just kind of silly?
No, I think it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. It's just, but it's not like it does not affect us.
There's literally somebody's
literally
watching
for you
right now
guys.
saying, "What the hell are they talking about?" On the webcam, which you can look at on our website, we've always had a windsock up, and that's so that people watching the webcam can see,
If it's windy.
which way the wind's blowing out, how fast the wind's blowing, that kind of thing. And this month we put up a lighted windsock so that you can see it in the dark, and at nighttime you can see how windy it is. So it's one of those things that you really don't need, but it's interesting and
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's cool. I like it,
Yeah.
and it shines all over the place, and I'm sure it freaks people out more than anything. But yeah, so there you go. All right, goat time. That is goat time.
We play with the goats.
Yeah, we play with the goats nightly. We have goat time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to. We could do a live stream one of these days on the Wyoming Life channel, just from goat time, just like an impromptu. Hey, let's go to goat time.
If the weather's nice, they come in the yard. And
If it's not,
we go in the sales barn or the shop and play with goats.
Mm-hmm.
So, is Bean still scared of cows? Yeah. She's not scared. She's timid.
yeah.
She is not going to be a cow dog.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it. She just does not have the mental fortitude
She's very timid.
to do that.
Even with us, if we discipline her, like she gets very, like timid. Like this week, she hasn't worn a collar much. She did when she was like a puppy, but for the most part, we didn't. You have goats. Yeah, if you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, you should have seen the goats, and they've showed up in the vlogs and stuff a few times. But
Yeah.
yes, we have 4 goats.
You'll actually see. I've got a clip of the goats we're going to watch today.
So we've been putting a collar back on Bean because once in a while she's naughty, and I feel like I need something to grab her with. And so because the kids are back in school, like she's lonely, and she has separation anxiety because she's essentially been with people her whole life.
Right.
Because we don't like work normal jobs, and we want her just to be like a free range like ranch dog, but she's naughty, and
She's not naughty. She has very, very, very little impulse control.
yeah, no impulse control for cats or chickens or goats.
Or antelope.
Or she plays with pigs. Yeah.
She chases antelope.
She chases antelope in the hayfields, and she's got like,
Every once in a while, if you're watching the webcam, you'll see a little black streak
Yeah,
just
just
go
go
shoo, flying out there, and that's her.
she's got no her boundary zone around the ranch is like huge. Like she won't just like stay with us or stay around the shop and stuff. And so I've been trying this week because the kids are gone and stuff, like to take her with me, especially more. And you've been taking her with again.
She does morning chores with me.
Yeah, and like it was just different in the summertime, like because the kids were around and stuff, and like kind of got to the point where we couldn't let her go out for a while because she was just like really aggressively chasing the chickens. So we're working on correcting that behavior. So anyhow, she needed a collar so that like I could grab her. Well, like it's like torture. She's getting better.
She hates the collar.
She hates it. The first day, like she was just like thought she was in trouble and just really scared and really timid and like yeah, so she's just kind of an emotional little hot mess. So, yeah, she likes the cows. She wants to be friends with the cows. She'll definitely has like...
She goes out with the horses. Yeah. She's fine with the horses.
She has the herding instinct, like 100% has that instinct. She's just too scared.
Yeah.
Too timid.
And as she gets older, she may slip into it, but who knows?
Yeah, and like we've talked about a shock collar and stuff, like, and I don't have any problem with a shock collar and stuff. We're just trying to like train without it right now. And if she won't learn boundaries and she won't stay closer, like we're gonna have to do a shock collar. She does respond really well to like correcting behavior, and if you tell her no, like she's very smart. And so it usually only takes correcting behavior a few times and showing that you're more stubborn than her to really kind of like fix the problem.
True.
So like when she's naughty and runs off and chases a cat, when I take her back home, like she is getting better, and like she the other day like saw a cat and took off about halfway across the yard and stopped like in front of the shop door because I yelled at her.
Oh, and she knew.
And she knew. So we're getting there. We really are. We're getting there. But you know,
it takes a lot of time.
1 out of every 4 times she doesn't care that you yell at her, or she waits till you're not watching her. So
that's true.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah.
As
so
well.
just more consistent training and just trying to keep her, get her to like shrink her boundaries down and stay close to the ranch.
Yeah, and our old dog Lexi, like she was right next to you all the time. Like she would go and wander off and stuff, but she never got, you know.
And she really does not respond to like negative training techniques. Like if you yell at her, she shuts down. Mm-hmm. So we really have to do like positive reinforcement and tell her when she's good. And so even if she like runs off, like if she stops and corrects that behavior, then she gets a lot of praise. Yep. So we're not dog experts by any means, but trying
for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I would like to use like a clicker with her.
You want to try a clicker?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, we can try that.
What's my plan?
Okay.
I've now taken over the dog because she doesn't like you.
She doesn't like me because I discipline her, and then she doesn't like to be disciplined.
She doesn't. Yeah. So she gets. Yeah, she's just sensitive. Yeah. She responds better if I discipline her than if you discipline her. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
they told me when I got her that she was like the timid one out of the litter. I was thinking herd. It wasn't herd. So it was kind of a, you know, it is what it is.
Like knowing that we wanted her to be like a family dog, like I still think that was like the best decision rather than like an aggressive cow dog.
True. Yeah.
Because they can be a bit much.
They can.
And Bean's a bit much. Like goat time.
Yeah, goat time gets a little crazy at times. Yeah. We actually have a video coming up today where when we do the weekly vlog, I end up filming a lot more than what I need, obviously. So a lot of stuff that I have just ends up not really on the cutting room floor anywhere, but it still just ends up floating around in the computer somewhere. And so I've actually put together a few snippets from this last week's vlog that never made it into the vlog. And those, we're actually going to be offering those to our Patreon supporters and through our newsletters. So if you would like to support us on Patreon, you can do that at patreon.com/OurWyomingLife. It's just as little as $1 a month, less than a cup of coffee. And you can basically get all the goodies that come along with that.
Who buys a cup of coffee for less than $1?
Well, no, not where you buy coffee. Like, you have to, you know.
Yeah, you also drink that coffee.
I know, because you go there anyway.
If I ask you, do you want a coffee? You never say no, or you never say just a black coffee.
Do they have black coffee at Starbucks?
Yeah.
Do they really? You can get that there? I didn't know that. I had no idea. And then also you can sign up for the newsletter on our website, OurWyomingLife.com. Scroll to the bottom. If it doesn't pop up for you, there is a spot there to sign up for our newsletter, and you can get some of the behind-the-scenes stuff there as well. And we have a video coming up today during the live stream here that is going out in the morning. It was 35 degrees that morning. Going out and doing chores.
It was
with
90
Bean.
On Saturday. So
I know, it's stupid. Just crazy
like
weather.
we still have 80s in the forecast.
Yeah.
37 tomorrow night or something.
Oh,
and
really?
then like 80 or something. I don't know. Our forecast is all over the place. Tomorrow's supposed to be cold.
Yeah. So we are going to, we'll show you that video today. And hopefully you guys are at least able to sign up for the newsletter so you can get some behind the scenes stuff there as well. We're also going to show a little clip from today's video. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, that's coming up. Also, we're going to talk about the difference in, you know, our kids compared to us. I mean, it was very evident in today's video, if you didn't get a chance to watch it, when we brought out the electric bike and the way that the kids reacted to the electric bike as opposed to the way that we reacted to it. Very big difference there. So thank you very much for joining us today. We're going to answer questions for a little while. If you have anything you'd like to ask us, feel free. The shirt today, Toledo, Ohio, coming from the Guerreros, who are actually staying in the Airbnb the next couple of days. There's Matt, Madison, Angelo, Blaze is the little one, Lucia, and Isabel. I think there's five. I think there's 5 of them over there.
Good job.
So I think
you can literally tell me your name, and I'm like, cool, and I will forget it in 3 seconds.
I have a hard time with names too. I know faces. I can do faces. But they are staying in the Airbnb, staying with us here on the ranch for a couple days as they vacation out here from Ohio. So. Thank you guys for the T-shirt. I'm happy to represent for Toledo, even though I've never been to Toledo. Have you ever been to Ohio?
I think I've driven through it.
I don't think I've ever been in Ohio.
Yeah, you went to Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, I have been. Cincinnati's in Ohio. I have been in Ohio. I've been in Cincinnati. You're right. Sorry.
No, Tom, we don't follow football.
We don't even know what state we're in, so it's all good. It's all good.
How big is Mackenzie's patch collection? It's pretty big.
Yeah, so I had to buy more corkboard. She's filled up one whole corkboard with patches. She's still getting patches in. Mackenzie collects police, fire, EMS, and military patches, shoulder patches. So she's been getting those for the last couple of years from here and there. They kind of slowed down because we stopped talking about it because now she has boxes of them that we still have to put up somewhere. So I actually was going to put them up during Ranch Roundup this year, and we never got around to it. So there's a ton of them.
I see some questions about pride checking. We haven't pride checked yet. The bulls are still in. Cows are not home yet. We've got some time. We usually, it would be ideal to pride check in October, but sometimes it's November. It's even been December.
Yeah,
when
well,
we pride checked.
This year with the hay situation, preg checking earlier is better. Hopefully.
We don't have it scheduled. We need to do that.
Yeah.
But first we gotta get the bulls off.
Yeah, that's on the list, actually. That should be done here within the next week.
Tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow, yeah. Do I put that in the weekly vlog, or do I make an actual video about taking the bulls out? It's really not that interesting. I made videos.
So many videos about it.
Yeah, I made videos about taking the bulls out. Unless something happens, and a big bull fight happens or something like that. We do have another bull that has a dang limp. That happens almost every single year.
Doofus?
No, it's a big red one. Yeah, he's got a little limp to him. So.
Bill asked if you consider introducing Hereford genetics to the herd for improved forage efficiency because of the drought. No, I don't think there'll be any Herefords.
There's a Hereford mix out there already. The cows out there with the white on their face are a Hereford mix that are left over from Gilbert. They actually ran Hereford on this ranch for years. They had a huge problem with foot rot for some reason, and they ended up moving away from the Hereford breed and then going into the Hereford Angus mix, and then eventually
Gilbert
just the
would buy
Angus.
Hereford bulls and stuff. I think we'll be buying black Angus cows in the future.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
At least for now, that's kind of our plan, is to switch to mostly black.
Yes. I like red cows too. I like red Angus cows.
I know, but they like consistency.
I know.
We're going to go for consistency.
I don't really care what they like at the auction anymore.
I know, but I would like consistency.
But you say that. Say, I would like consistency. Toad, thank you very much for the $50 super chat. A little dancing pineapple.
Yes,
or
I
pear,
would like consistency in our herd so that our finish weights are all very consistent.
That's true.
And we can consistently put the same amount of grain in them and get the same consistent finish weight.
You're all about consistency.
Yes. It's money, man.
The word of the day is consistency. If somebody can spell that for me, that'd be awesome.
Dan Wickersham said, he's talking to William, but worked at a ranch by Matizzi, early 80s, used loose stack hay. That's when they just put it in a big pile. Wind took half a stack one morning. Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah, I've seen that with the beaver dams where they lift up the hay and they stack it.
Yeah.
And yeah, here I don't think it would fly. We'll just catch all the hay down there in that corner somewhere. Maybe that's why they had such tall fences around here.
Maybe.
Catch the hay. Maybe that's all there was to it. From Tom Jowers, you guys ever foresee having Josh from Stony Ridge come up? Josh has actually been here. Josh has been here and visited one time, right? Yeah. Josh hit 100,000 subscribers actually, while he was here on the ranch.
It's not like we can make him come here, guys.
Exactly. Go kidnap him, throw a bag over his head, pull him up here. He always threatens to come up. Every time I talk to him, he's like, I got to get up there. I'm like, okay, come on up. You know, I don't have time. That's the problem with our collaboration schedules. I really don't have time to go somewhere. A lot of, you know, like going and visiting, you know, Zach Johnson but then you have to feed cows. Or
Jeff's going to be back.
Is he?
Do you still sell jerky? Yep, it's on our website, ourwyominglife.com.
I don't think we'll ever stop selling.
No.
I hope we don't ever stop selling.
We ran out
jerky.
of some stuff, but like we'll always have jerky or beef sticks. We'll probably always have beef sticks.
Manny Amato, Mackenzie needs a voice-activated dirt bike or motorcycle. Ain't that the truth? Today, in today's video, the kids had a different reaction to the electric bike than we did. Check this out.
Check this out. We're gonna have some fun right after school here. Check it out. Look what we got. What is that?
A new bike.
A new bike. Come check it out. Come check it out, Kenzie.
It's got giant tires.
You can get closer to it. It's okay. It's not gonna bite you.
I know it's not gonna bite me.
So what, Kenzie, do you think is so cool, so special about this bike? What do you think it is?
It's electric.
It's electric? Whoa.
Turn on. Turn on.
You think you have to talk to it? Can I teach you how to turn it on?
Oh, there.
Now, it might be a little bit big for you to ride yet, Kenzie, but check this out. So we press this button. It all turns on. The whole screen lights up.
What your button
Shows you how fast you're going, how many miles you've got, what gear you're in.
Daddy,
What?
what your button do?
That's the button to check your battery. You gonna get up there, Kels?
Yeah, let's try.
Okay, so you come around to the other side. Kind of like getting on a horse.
Always get on the left side.
Okay.
I was thinking about if I go bike it when we get home, or are we doing it right now?
We are doing it right now. All right, you're up there. Okay. So
It is big.
it is a really big bike, isn't it?
Because I think that's too big for you.
It might be too big. Do you
If I can ride a horse, I can ride this.
Mackenzie standing there saying, "Turn on." I about fell over. Like you literally are gonna talk. But that's the age that these kids live in now, where they, hey Google, or I don't know if I should say that up here. I don't know if there's a Google thing up here. You know, or hey Siri, or whatever. Like they expect things to.
Yeah.
And you said it earlier. We were talking about this, and Erin said that. Like our kids are living in the future that we expected that we were going to live in.
Yeah, like Back to the Future lied to us.
They did lie. It was what 2015 is where they traveled into the future, and there were no flying cars.
Yeah.
I need flying cars.
Yeah. The girls' bicycle seats do need to be raised, but
I actually they're raised now.
Yeah.
When I filmed that, they were down low. We
and you've
raised
done
them.
some training wheel adjustments.
Oh yeah, we had to go through the whole thing.
Aired up some tires.
We had a flat tire. There was actually during that video when I was filming, one of the kids had a flat tire the whole time, and
Grace did, right?
Grace
And
did,
she was like, "It's so much easier to ride now."
Yeah, you had a flat tire. But yeah, that's interesting. Just watching, you know, an electric bike for them is nothing. As a kid, like I would have killed for an electric bike.
Yeah,
of course.
we didn't think about that. Wasn't a thing.
Well, no, it was called a motorcycle. I mean, if you want an
Yeah.
electric bike, you bought a gas-powered motorcycle. But I mean, I was at Walmart today. Lincoln had his first birthday party, and so we had to go get a present. And while we were in Walmart, I saw a little tiny kid's electric scooter, like it looked like a Vespa or something, you know, that kids would jump on and ride off. And I could just, if our kids saw that, they would go ballistic. I need that. I have to have that.
It doesn't work good on the rocks, though.
Well, probably not, but who knows? So, yeah. See, I said, hey Siri, and oh, sorry, said it again.
I think JB said we have the cleanest garage. About twice a year, we shovel all the mess out, and it accumulates again.
Right.
You just cleaned the garage not that long ago.
I did just clean the garage not too long. I just cleaned the shop. The shop is nice and clean, aside from some goat droppings, because it's been windy outside, so we've been having goat time inside the shop. So yeah, it's been interesting. Any good comments that I need to address before we move on to our next subject, which I don't know what
Carrie
it is?
said she'd feed cows with me, so yeah, let's do it, Carrie.
You want to go feed cows? Hey, you haven't used the Hustler yet, have you?
We made a whole video about me using that.
Oh yeah, that's right. See, this is where I get lost in my own life. So do you think you could go hook it up and go?
I think if it was hooked up, I could do it.
If it was ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could too. I think you could. I think once the wind dies down, I did get a few emails because I mentioned in the video about rolling out one of the new bales that we've got down in the hay yard. I couldn't do it yesterday.
It's too windy. The wind's been blowing like 50.
Yeah, I mean, that bale would have been gone. So hopefully they're this week. I'll be able to lay out a bale, take a look, and see what that hay looks
Not
like.
till Tuesday, I don't think.
Tuesday is what we're looking at?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There's a cold front coming through.
How cold?
It's going to be in the 50s tomorrow. We were talking about the weather. It's in the 50s tomorrow, and then like 80 on Wednesday again.
Oh, well.
57 tomorrow with 37 for a low, and then 80 on Wednesday.
Do we have a freeze in the forecast?
We don't.
So we're not even dropping below freezing in the next 10 days, 15 days?
14 days. There's
14
no
days.
frost.
So usually we would have...
All the way through October 3rd, the Weather Channel goes out to, and it's in the 40s. Other than this 37, and we had 35 the other
At
night.
night. You're talking about at night?
Yeah, nighttime.
Okay.
But we're in the 60s and 70s and 80s for the next 14 days. This is crazy warm. And they said this is our warmest summer that we've ever had.
Right, I did see that.
Yeah. So warmest summer we've ever had. And it was hot. Like, we would all agree to that. Kenzie was just outside for some reason.
We have all our kids low jacked. We know exactly where they are at any given time.
But yeah, our average last frost date is September 20th, just for like reference. Very commonly freezes before that. Last year it froze on Memorial Day or Labor Day on Monday. So usually, and sometimes we'll get a killing frost in August, or like a spotty killing frost. So like if you live in like a low spot, you'll get some frost. I did see like on Facebook, because I posted whatever day it was 35 in the morning. Somebody said that in Gillette they got frost.
I talked to Gary in his little low spot. He got a little bit of frost down there.
So we didn't have any up here. It got down to 35. But usually, since I've been like farming, I don't think I have made it into October without a frost.
I know. I remember going out and panicking, picking all the tomatoes.
I know.
And 600 pounds of tomatoes that one year. Remember that?
Yeah.
And getting them all into the
I
shop.
haven't had to do that yet. And
No.
even like at 35, I was like, it's going to be fine. I'm more seasoned now. I don't care as much. I'm like, yeah, it'll be fine.
It'll be good.
Close the tunnels. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Close it up. That's funny.
And like most of my outside stuff, like at this point, like it's all fine. We'd lose a zucchini, but I've harvested 1,000 freaking pounds of zucchini, I bet, this year.
There's so much zucchini. If you need zucchini, come on up to the farm.
They're going in baskets on Tuesday.
Oh, are they really?
They're still blooming though.
True.
The winter squash, like I turned off the water to the winter squash, they're still blooming. So.
That winter squash is going to be a mess.
Yeah.
There's so much over there. It's huge. That's a good video there, picking all that. Bengal
That's going to be 1,000 pounds, I bet.
1,000 pounds?
Yeah,
Butternut squash?
No, there's more than butternut.
Oh, I know, but different types of squash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bengal asked, we like to fly kites and all that wind. Funny story
tried
about
the other day.
kites. We actually broke out a kite the other day. We couldn't fly it.
No.
It wasn't windy enough. We were sitting outside, and Grace and I were trying to fly it. It's like, this isn't working.
Kite flying's like not that much fun.
But then we have too much wind, and then you snap the string.
Yeah.
So there's really not very much time. We have a happy medium. You don't see a whole lot of kite flying around here.
No,
You don't see much parasailing. You don't see many hot air balloons, because when they do put them up here, they end up in,
I think
Nebraska.
Buffalo has that hot air balloon festival, or they used to,
Oh, really?
before COVID.
Well, that'd be cool to see. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I think it's in September.
Interesting. Alrighty.
How long will the most recent load of hay last? Depends on how many cows we end up with.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing is as we preg check, we find out how many cows we're going to be keeping over the winter.
Yeah.
I mean, as we sit right now, that load of hay, if we had to feed all the cows we have right now, that load of hay would last 10 days, roughly. If we didn't have to feed bulls or anything else out of there too. So it goes fast. It goes really fast. Henry was asking about the Airbnb. Check it out on Airbnb.com. It'll show you the dates that it's open on there. So you can take a look at that and see what's open. So let's see. I'm lost here. Are the hunters coming this year? They sure are. We've got the guys from California the first week of hunting season, and then what's going on? Kids texting you? Who's texting you?
Just don't worry about it.
What is happening? I'm losing control here.
Do you have to call a lot this year? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We will talk about that when we get to that, guys, because
Yeah.
like we don't have a finalized plan yet. So.
Yeah, so I mean, basically, we can only keep as many cows as we can feed, and we can only buy as much food as we can afford. So it all comes down to that, and dictates how many cows are going to be left on the ranch, or if we end up keeping everybody, or what happens. So that's all coming up. Some changes will be made. I mean, that's just pretty much how it's going to work, and it happens every single year. So.
Yeah. Do we have any more meat birds growing? No, but we've got birds in the freezer.
So. A lot of chickens in the freezer.
Yeah, I think we're going to do a sale this week at the farm store.
Oh, okay.
So Wednesday at 1, if you're looking for some meat birds.
Come on up. And be here anytime.
Sam, we don't have a plan yet. We're working on some stuff. There's a lot of moving parts. We will talk about it when we get there. I know everyone's anxious for like how much hay we're buying and what we're doing and stuff because of the drought situation, and like we're just not there yet.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and yeah, like for West Shefford, like, are you selling your hay equipment?
No.
Don't know. Probably not. I
No.
mean, I see, if hopefully the hay comes back. And the bad thing is, if you sell your hay equipment, now you're buying hay anyway.
Yeah, we
and
haven't
so,
sold it. We didn't sell it last year. Like, why would we sell it? Why would we sell it this year?
Yeah.
It's not costing us anything.
Not to sit there.
No.
It's going to cost us when we have to fire it back up
Yeah.
and something doesn't work. But JB Weld, $50 super
Thank
chat,
you.
Cracker Jack feed fund. It's surprising how many emails I get from people who say, you need to get rid of that big white steer. He's just eating you out of house and home.
Oh, he's not.
And especially when hay is tight and feed, with
There's
with
a
drought
lot
and
of
everything
other
else.
problems besides Cracker Jack. Okay.
No doubt.
Thank you very much, JB, though. Jessica, 20K, wants to know, have we ever pickled green beans? Yes, I did. One year I pickled like 70 pints of those dang things. They are fantastic.
Yeah. I like
did so many.
you did the zucchini.
I made zucchini pickles one year.
Those are good.
Yeah. Tasted just use.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, just use your dill pickle brine and just use zucchini. Use green zucchini. People can't tell.
Yeah.
How many freezers do you have on the ranch? 17.
Really?
I mean, it's got to be pretty dang close to that.
I think we should add up square footage.
There's
Like-
63 in the garage alone.
In our garage down here.
Yeah, because those are 21 cubic foot.
And then we have the two small freezers too down here.
Oh yeah. And
So-
and my farm store.
Yeah, so there's like 70,
Oh, there's more than that.
80?
Probably.
80 square feet. And how many
Cubic feet.
Cubic feet. How many cubic feet per cow?
I don't know.
There's probably some formula.
There's
for that.
I remember when we have to like put cows in a freezer. That's why we're gonna have a chicken sale, because we have steers being processed.
Yeah, their steers will be back soon. They got to go somewhere.
Yeah. We have a lot. I don't know. There's 4 or 5 in the shop. There's 2 in the farm store. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 in the garage.
Yeah.
And some are small and some are big. Like we bought some new, we bought some used. Like if I see like one decently priced on Facebook and there's not 300 comments, like I'll grab it.
Sure.
A big meat locker might be cheaper to use. Yeah, we don't, like we are in the market for like a walk-in freezer. They're expensive. There's nobody here in town that like rents them or anything.
Actually,
There's
I
nobody
talked to
in
a
town
company.
that sells them in town.
Remember when I called that company because I was like, we need to do something? So I called a company about renting a refrigerated trailer.
It was a freezer.
Freezer.
Yeah.
A freezer trailer. And what was it? It was like $70 a day or some
Something
stupid
ridiculous.
thing. It was like, oh
and
my
we had to
gosh.
pay like to get it here from Denver. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like we would like to. We kind of always we've been looking. Like honestly, like we haven't been able to afford it probably until like the last year or so, and.
Even then, I'm not sure if we can afford it.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they're still $10,000 or $15,000, guys. Like, they're a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16 cubic for a whole steer.
Oh, there you go.
It depends on how you have it cut, though, too. We grind a lot. That
Yeah.
takes up less space.
Hamburger is good.
We can build a walk-in cooler. Walk-in freezers are a bit trickier.
Just has to be colder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different type of
You
freezing
need
unit.
you need a compressor, not just a cool bot.
Oh, see, Erin's been looking at this. Putting cows in the freezer. Well, that's where they go. We send them to freezer
Yeah, I
camp.
think 7 cubic feet for half a beef or a quarter of a beef seems high. I wouldn't say it takes that much for a quarter. I think 16 for a whole. And it depends on how you have it cut. If you grind a lot of it, you don't need 16 cubic foot.
No, it's amazing how much hamburger we fit in one
Oh
freezer.
yeah, hundreds of pounds in a freezer.
Hundreds of pounds
Yeah.
of hamburger. So I don't have a clock in front of me for some weird reason, so I have
It's
no idea where we're
7:35.
at for the day.
Yeah, why do we not have a clock on either one of our
Because I
screens?
screwed this. So I had to make the screen a little bigger,
Oh, that's
and I
fine.
think that's why it's messed up because I'm having eyesight issues. So. With the gas wells declining in the area, we consider adding solar or wind substitute to income the ranch. Unfortunately,
We're not in charge of that.
Yeah, we're not in charge of that, number one. And when gas wells come in, obviously, somebody else pays for that infrastructure. We don't have people knocking down our door asking to put up solar or any wind turbines or anything like that. There are some wind turbines going on down by Casper, aren't there?
The wind's not super efficient, guys. Like, let's be honest.
That's my question.
Like,
That wasn't my question. There is some going down by
I don't
Casper.
know
I
that
thought I
there's
heard there
new
was.
ones.
Oh, there's not any
I
new
don't
ones?
know.
I have no idea. But yeah, so besides getting into the political side
That
of
is
things.
done through an energy company. That is
Yeah.
not like us being like, hey, can you come put some stuff on our on the land and can you pay us? Like, that's not how it works.
No, they have to approach you.
And
or
there's
find
no
you.
wind farms in Campbell County. Like, there's not a single wind or solar farm in our county. So
Yeah.
I highly doubt we'd be the first.
Dry ice machine before the first walk-in
Yeah.
freezer. You want to talk about dry ice? Sure. Oh my gosh, lots of people know a lot about dry ice.
Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of opinions.
So
William says there's a large wind farm growing up north of Douglas.
Oh,
I
there
had
you go.
not heard that, so thank you.
yeah, I
William.
heard there was something going in down there. Dry ice is the next step on our shipping of beef. It's still coming. We're still working on that. I had one guy that yelled at me and said, "I don't know why you're trying to reinvent the wheel. Just do what other companies are doing and ship your damn beef." And I was just like, "Dude,
But like, we're literally working on it, and like it's not your money funding it, so like
right." So we tried the cool packs. Didn't really work.
stayed cold, not frozen.
Right. So if you wanted fresh, thawed beef by the time it
Yeah.
got to you, unfortunately, like with the
It was
packaging too.
semi-frozen, but like not. Like I would have thrown it back in the freezer. I ended up cooking all of it.
We
and,
have a lot of hamburger meals
Yeah.
ready to go. Aaron,
It was like a
Aaron,
good- yeah.
made all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So we made a package. It was a 12 by 12 box, had 4 freezer packs in it, or 4 of the ice
Gel packs.
and 15 pounds of hamburger, and that was as tight as we could get that box.
Yeah, it was packed tight. We didn't leave any room. Like it was bulging. You had to sit on it to close it, and
Right.
it was semi-frozen when we opened it 2.5 days later. Because essentially, like we're gonna have to ship them Monday morning, and you're not gonna open them until we have to do 2-day shipping. Cannot do overnight. You guys cannot afford it. I mean, you
Well,
can.
you can. Yeah, you
but
can pay for it if you want to.
most people are not going to. And so then we opened it Tuesday. It was kind of late, like 9 o'clock or something. So that would be 2-day shipping, and it was pretty thawed. So yeah, we got to throw some dry ice in it. Walmart doesn't have dry ice. Like,
So
there's
so
4
the
stores.
amount of people that told me, well, you need to go here and buy dry ice, and I was like,
We
what are you
don't
talking
have
about? So yeah, we have Dawn Supermarket, Smith's, Albertsons, and Olds, which is a game processing place, are the 4 places in town where you can get dry ice. The funny part was that I started looking into the dry ice thing in town, and it's Penguin Dry Ice. And Penguin Dry Ice is owned by Airgas, which we have an Airgas place in town. So I called them and I said, "Hey guys, you guys are obviously making this dry ice. Can we get a dry ice machine or even just
Delivery.
a freezer delivered something?" "Oh no, we don't make it here. It's actually brought up from Denver." So they're making dry ice in Denver, then distributing it. So really, we can't count on any grocery stores to have it at the time, and so because we have to have enough on Monday
Yeah.
to be able to do it.
We have to ship on Mondays or Tuesday at the latest.
Right. So that it doesn't sit over the weekend.
Yeah, if there is a shipping delay, like in 3 days, it still will be cold, and like we're paying for 2 days, so they should get it to you in 2 days, but like we cannot ship Wednesday or later.
Right.
We can't.
So
we ship on Mondays and Tuesdays.
So we started looking at alternatives for dry ice, and I did find there's a dry ice machine that you can make 1.5 pound bricks of dry ice. You can buy it on Amazon. It costs about $1,000. You get a 75 pound tank of CO2, and you make it right there. It takes like 90 seconds to make this block, which is great. We're like, that's really cool. Problem is, one 75 pound tank makes like 4 blocks. So
Yeah.
how cost efficient is that when you can buy dry ice for $1 for a block.
Yeah.
So now I haven't heard back from them because it's been the weekend and stuff like that. So I'm hoping on Monday I'll hear back from the company out of Denver, and we can work on getting in maybe with them and being able to have dry ice. Once we get the dry ice, then we'll do that testing there and try to figure that out.
We're trying to avoid styrofoam because that makes the amount of meat that we can put in smaller.
And styrofoam's ridiculously expensive.
Very, very expensive.
So I priced one out today. It was a 10 by 10 box, styrofoam box, $25.
And what's your interior dimensions on a 10 by 10?
Oh, it's smaller.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. Cut out a couple inches.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you pack in 3 pounds of hamburger in this thing. $25 just for the box. Then you pay $30 for shipping. Now you're $50 into shipping and handling.
No, you're more than that.
Well, you are. But
and gel packs and and we're trying to keep materials costs under $50, and we are struggling with that.
It's ridiculous.
Like,
I don't know how. So Omaha Steaks, Kansas City Steaks, obviously they're big companies. They have a very nice
my goal was shipping and
wholesale price.
Yeah, shipping and materials under $50. It's literally not going to happen. It's not.
And there are options that we can do where we can have people send back the shipping materials.
That costs money too. It's
well,
not...
yes. I mean, you put a return label, or you say send it back, and I'll give you $5 off your next order, or something like that. But yeah, it gets expensive. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. But it's something we want to do and be able to move our way into. And being able to move from beef jerky to this, it just makes sense. So
yes, we're not reinventing the wheel. We have talked to several beef companies that ship meat. We just have to make sure that we can get the materials that we need, and we'll just throw some dry ice in, and it'll be fine.
Or just come to the farm store.
Yeah.
That works great too.
So buy a sheet of styrofoam and cut it. That takes time. This is already going to be a super time-consuming process to pack these boxes every Monday and Tuesday. Like, the amount of time we spend shipping jerky every week, it would astonish you guys. And to now add frozen meat into it, it's just us.
It is.
So, yeah, I mean, it's not that we can't do that. It could be a very viable possibility. It's just we need options that are fast and easy and can be duplicated on a large scale. Yeah. I'm not going to cut sheets of styrofoam. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm not doing that. So, not that it wouldn't work, but I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah, and being, and Elizabeth has a point, local distributors. Well, we can do that. Now you're paying somebody else to do something else that's, I mean, obviously, if you're doing all the work, you want to try to keep as much of the profit in-house.
Yeah, and that's
possible.
how we've been successful, is very little overhead other than infrastructure and
If I'm going to do that, I might as well just send cows to auction.
Yeah.
And let somebody else package them and send them off to the grocery store.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully this generates potentially an employee position for us at some point, but also we don't have enough beef inventory yet.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
do that.
We bring Jeff back, and we'll actually maybe be able to pay him.
But all this is going to do is we're still working within what are Mike and Erin's capacity time-wise, and so there may be times when especially summertime, we might not be shipping beef because we don't have time. Plus the weather works against us.
Yeah, summer's going to be rough. I don't know how that's going to work.
We
got to
just might not
redo all of
ship
our
beef.
testing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have kids to raise, and gardens, and cows.
We have kids?
And a YouTube channel, and yeah, I mean, we want, and it's not that we don't want an employee, but we also have to have enough stuff for them to do, that we can pay them, and stay busy. We'll see how much time this takes. Yeah, we've talked to a ton of different places that sell meat, so we know what they do.
It's not rocket science. I mean, it's not hard. It's just trying to figure out. So also being where we're at in Northeast Wyoming, obviously there's a little bit of a shipping issue where we're not, in Denver where we've got, boom, you're on the plane and you're being second day aired somewhere. So there are some other issues with it too as well.
And I don't have 18 different places we can go get dry ice. If one place is out, they're all out.
They're all coming from the same person. I got so annoyed. I went to Don's, and I'm pretty sure I saw a guy walk out with a block of dry ice right before I walked in. So he got the last one. So then I drove.
But that'd be great for our test. But we can't be we got 20 boxes to go out on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then I went to Albertsons. They were out. And then I went to Don's, and they were out. And finally, I asked the gal. I was like, "Is there no dry ice in town?" It's all the same company that supplies all the dry ice. Anyway.
And there's a shelf life on dry ice.
It evaporates.
It evaporates.
Let's go away.
So we need to figure out a consistent supply from dry ice. So
yeah.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there, guys. There's a lot of impatience happening on the
Yeah, just
interweb.
chill, guys. Just chill.
A lot of
We don't
emails coming
have
in.
beef to ship to you right now. I could ship you some hamburger. We have no steaks.
It'll be thawed by the time
This
it
is the
gets
thing too. Like, I know you guys are all going to be like, we want ribeyes, and everyone's going to order 5 ribeyes, and then we're going to be out of ribeyes in 3 days. So like, they're going to be hamburger and chuck roast.
It's like I always say with the pigs, like if somebody could figure out how to make a pig 100% bacon, we'd have it made. If you could figure out how to make a ribeye cow, man, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys, like, I mean, I hope this is gonna go well, and like, we are very, very excited to be able to offer beef to you guys. But like, it is not Kansas City Steaks where you're gonna be able to order ribeyes 365
Kansas
days
City
out of the
Steaks
year.
also doesn't have a bunch of cows in their backyard. They're
Yeah.
buying from other ranchers and bringing it in.
Yeah, yeah. No,
So-
they're
Oh, you want to be annoyed. This is Erin's annoyed face.
they're buying from Cisco, are a large food distributor, and they're buying piece by piece.
Right.
They're not helping family farmers and ranchers. Like, let's just be honest here, okay? So, because a cow is not all ribeyes and T-bones and sirloins, like, there's going to be hamburger and chuck roast for sale a lot of the time. So, you should subscribe to the newsletter, our Patreon, so that you get first access.
Right.
Because I guarantee ribeyes are going to sell out when we announce it to the newsletter.
Exactly, exactly. EZ was here just a few weeks ago and got himself a roast. He said it
Yeah,
was
chuck roasts
awesome.
are super underrated. Don't be afraid to buy a chuck roast.
You can even slice up a chuck roast, and I learned chuck steak.
Yeah.
There's a chuck steak that you can
Yeah.
make. It never even occurred to me that you could have a chuck steak.
You know what else is really good? Hamburger.
What is that again?
Hamburger.
Hamburger. Oh, that's funny. People have asked us if we've talked to groceries or to restaurants about selling beef to restaurants, and that's the same thing we run into there. Well, we need to buy all your guys' ribeyes.
Zach
Yeah.
and William, how many ribeyes are on a cow? What, like 24 to 30? Like,
It depends on how
if
thick
you
cut
1
them
inch
and
thick
everything else. Yeah.
cut them, like, it's not that many, guys. Like, it's literally not that many.
Henry asked, "What's my favorite cut of beef that we guys keep?" That would be the tenderloin.
I mean, that's not going to be for sale on the website.
It'd be like special sale. Actually, you know what? We have a problem with our butcher though, because we get tenderloin roast,
Sometimes.
and then you get tenderloin steaks, and
Yeah.
so yeah.
Plus, like, we still have to supply the farm store. So all the beef that we are processing, like, it's still, like, I cannot consistently be out of steaks for our local customers. So we are walking a very fine line between trying to make you guys happy and trying to make our local customers happy and
Harvest Host.
Harvest Host.
If you want to get in on it, get yourself an RV, come stay with us
Yeah.
for a day or two. Jamie Zimmerman. Jamie or Jamie? What do you think?
Jamie.
Jamie? I just like that. Love you guys, listening to you guys. We appreciate you guys listening to us, because sometimes I feel like we're ranting and raving, but that happens occasionally also. So Leanne asked if we sell calves right off the cow. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we wean them off. Sometimes we feed them up. It just kind of depends on the year and what's going to happen. This year, don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
We're still working on that. So
Yeah, Zach, you're absolutely right. Every cut is good once you know how to cook it. Yeah. Totally agree. The best chicken fried steak that we've ever had comes from our own cows.
oh yeah, chicken fried steak is
Yeah.
awesome.
And cube steak is
Why do they call chicken fried steak chicken fried steak?
because it's done the same
There's no
way.
chicken in it,
It's the breading procedure.
so it's a chicken.
Dan
breaded-
Wickersham said, if you go 1 inch ribeyes, figure about 22 on your size cattle. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There we go. And,
That's-
and the last ones we took in were small anyway, so they were light.
18. So 18 ribeyes, 18 to 22 ribeyes on a steer.
There you go.
That's not that many, guys. Like, I've had people walk in the farm store and buy 20 of them at one time. That's a
Yeah.
whole cow
Yeah.
gone.
We
of
had, remember
ribeyes.
when we were at farmers market and people would show up and they'd be like, "How many ribeyes do you have?" Like, "I got 30 ribeyes.
Yeah,
with
I
me.
mean-
I'll take all of them."
Carrie, what's your order for ribeyes? Like,
What's your order
it's
for
probably
bacon? Carrie, what's your order for bacon?
Yeah.
She's bought like
2
4
pigs.
Yeah. 2
Yeah.
pigs worth of bacon.
Yeah, so like it's just it's.
But she's
just-
coming here and picking it up. So just let you guys know. No Carrie hate.
Yeah, you guys
Carrie's driving 1,000 miles to come pick up.
be more like Carrie. Save us a lot of money. You're gonna have to get a walk-in freezer for more beef. We have to get more beef.
Is it chicken or the egg? Which one do you need? Chicken, the egg, the chicken. Let's put them all together. If you guys support us on Patreon or you subscribe to our newsletter, you'll find out about shipping beef way ahead of other people, and you'll find out about a whole new thing that I'm just now starting, where we have way too much content for the weekly vlog, and I'm starting to put together little snippets of the stuff that you've missed, just like this.
Hi guys, good morning. It's Friday morning, and last night we got down to 35 degrees here on the ranch. It's up to about 40 now. I kind of hung out inside. My eye getting a little bit better, but I did want to hang out inside until all my pain medications and crap kicked in. So you're with me this morning. We're going to head out. We're going to do some chores. We've got all of our morning chores to do. We've got Bean right over here waiting anxiously to go in and get the goats put away in their daytime enclosure for the day. And then we'll do pigs. We've got to check on blonde cow, do some water, probably some food there. And then we'll swing over to the chickens and let them out. So let's get started. Oh yeah, and then swing through the high tunnels and open up all the garden stuff. So you ready, Bean? Are you ready? You ready to go to work? Okay, here we go. Round up the goats, buddy. Oh, look at all those goats. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Come on, Bean, get the goats. Get the goats. Come on. No, hey, Bean, not the cats. Not the cats. We want the goats. They're over here. Come on. Whoa, where are you going? Bean, not the cats. Hey, be nice to the kitties. We're rounding up goats. Oh yeah, okay. Some of them want to go already. All right, we're going to get the goats. For the day. Very good. All right, Bean, where are you? Bean, Cocoa Bean. There you are. You ready to go do something else? All right. We just slide under the fence, and there we go. Everybody jumps in and grabs some breakfast. Bean, stay with me. Don't take off. I know it's tempting. Come on. Here they come. Good chickens. Bean. Hey, come here. Come here. Come on, let's go do gardens. Come on, kiddo. Come on. There you go. Hey, good girl. Good girl, you came back to me. Good girl.
There's Bean taking off and
So,
doing Bean things. I literally looked at her and I said, stay there. Don't move. I'm letting out chickens. Turn around, look back, boom, she's gone. Yeah, and she was just out in the hayfield running around, but...
That's the boundary issue.
She probably saw a squirrel. Hey, look, a squirrel. And off she goes. Road Toad, thank you for the $20 super chat on top of the $50 super chat you gave to us earlier. Thank you very much. And JB Weld, another super chat as well. Have you guys ever posted any YouTube shorts? I never have. I was actually talking to Zach Johnson about that, and he's done a few of those with the Minnesota Millennial Farmer channel. And
I also want to get back into TikTok.
Yeah. We kind of been going back and forth.
I'm just going to take over the TikTok. Yeah. I think it's just going to become Erin.
No.
Yes.
You can't say that. You literally asked me for a video of me unloading hay.
Well, it can still
for
be
TikTok.
ranch content, but do you guys just want to listen to me rant on TikTok?
Maybe. Better to listen to you rant here. I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just take over the TikTok, and it will just be mine. Everybody's like, we want more cooking content. I can make cooking videos on TikTok. They now have 3-minute videos.
That means I have to edit a video down to 3 minutes of you cooking something?
It will be fast.
Well, yeah, it would have to be. Like, what are you gonna, like, here's a peanut butter jelly sandwich by Erin. Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
There's lots of cooking content on TikTok.
How do they make it happen in 3 minutes?
Because there's a lot of bull crap that you just don't need to talk about. Like, just do
like when you look up recipes now, and it's like,
oh my God,
my
the
grandfather
blogs.
in 1896 came over on this boat to Ellis Island, and he got off, and then he brought this recipe with him, and now we're having chocolate chip cookies. I mean, they're all like that. You have to read through. Am I wrong?
No, the blog thing is ridiculous, and
Yeah.
like, I mean, that's just what blogs do. Like, it's fine. They're gonna make their money, and I will never criticize for how content creators make money. So like, do their thing. But
we
but there are
we literally made a video about riding a bike around the damn ranch, like nothing.
for the right price, we'll talk about anything.
It's a funny story. Turbo Ant, the company, got a hold of me and they said, you know, we have this electric bike. We'd like you to try it out. Can you make a video about it? And I said, well, I can. I'm not going to make a regular like video about it.
full
There's no
video.
way. But I said I can probably work it into the daily vlog, and it would give me a chance to kind of go out. And the original thought was that I was actually going to take it to town, and the kids and I were going to go ride around town after school or something like that.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. But it was one of those things that I did toss around in my head. I was like, should I do this? What? I mean, but obviously we have to buy hay, right? So, I mean, that came down. It's like, this can buy a third of a load of hay, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, just full transparency, because like we don't care. They gave you the bike and they paid us money to
Right.
talk about it.
Right.
And so
not even a third of, like a quarter of a load of hay.
yeah. So not even a quarter.
Yeah.
So yeah, and like, I don't care sharing that, guys. Like, I'm not gonna tell you how much they paid us, but like, yeah, and that doesn't always work
All
that
the
way.
way into the triple digits.
And that's not always the standard. Like, it depends on the piece of equipment and like what the value is and stuff. And like,
And literally, I could take the bike and go and sell it
yeah,
and make money off of that. I mean, it's an
might do that.
expensive dang bike. I mean,
Yeah.
really.
you
Take
know,
one of those RVers that comes in and I'm like, hey, you got a bike here.
and a lot of the stuff that we do, and if it's an agriculture piece of equipment, like those things are expensive. They typically don't pay us cash to talk about them, but if it's a lower,
Like the Hustler.
Yeah.
We just get to use it.
we just get to use it. If it's a lower monetary value item, like, yeah, then we ask for money to talk about it, because like it takes our time, and like our making it in a video is worth something. So
You need to be in the weekly vlog this week. You need to do something.
I'll I told you I was going to make a cooking
In
segment.
the weekly vlog, you want to do a
Yes.
cooking
We'll
segment?
do it
Okay.
TikTok style, 3 minutes or less.
You got to fill some time a little bit.
I did see a comment when the video was playing that I wanted to answer, and it was about.
Can you come down here and buy meat and take it back to Canada?
I believe yes.
I don't remember who said that.
I don't
I'm
remember
sorry,
either.
It was a long
Yeah,
way
so it
after.
was like, can you come down from Canada, purchase meat, and transport it across the border? I believe yes. It might be something that you need to do some research, but I believe as long as the transaction happens within the United States, yes, you can transport it across the Canadian border. I know, like,
You have to declare it. Or,
Yeah.
Like I bought.
you have to do all the customs things and
Right.
stuff. But I know, so like Wyoming has food freedom, and I can sell uninspected items, from my home kitchen, which a lot of states don't have. More states have it now than used to. But as long as the transaction happens within Wyoming, you can transport salsa across the border without it being an inspected and licensed product.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about live cattle futures or lean hog futures for $20? No.
Sorry.
He asked. I shouldn't put it as a question. For 50, yes.
You know, for that, I have a picture somewhere of J.B. Weld sitting on this exact couch with me, the 76-year-old Asian woman, hanging out with me, and I have this picture somewhere. Just for that, I may have
Elizabeth,
to throw it
our
up there.
meat is USDA certified.
It does have to be USDA certified?
I don't know. She said, would it be certified? Our meat is USDA certified. Anyhow, I don't know. What do you want to say about live cattle futures or lean hog futures? I don't really know a lot about them. We don't sell on the futures market.
No, and honestly, like when you're talking about, when you were in Chicago, there was a rancher who was with you that said, if you have 500 cattle, or
Then you can sell to Taiwan.
Yeah, if you have 500 calves, you can sell on the futures market. You can sell, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you have access to bigger markets. That's
Right,
not the
and
market
that's
that
not
we
us.
play.
We're actually literally locked into basically the auction market. Being a smaller producer, and I know a lot of people. This is a problem we run into a lot of times, is people look at our operation and they're like, oh, they're big they're big producers, and it's not so much that. We have more in common with a small producer who has 10 cows in Missouri than we do with somebody who has 5,000 cows in California. So it's very, we're very small producers in the scope of things.
Yeah. We
So
are
working within
very
future markets
much
and stuff like that.
I don't know what, and this is a William question.
Where is William? Maybe he should just be here. You want to drive up for the next one of these? We'll hang out and we'll talk.
The average American cattle rancher is probably around 100 head.
Probably. Well, maybe not anymore. It's actually shifting the other direction.
It is shifting.
But yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we just don't have access to a lot of markets because of our size, because we cannot sell. So like ideally, in a perfect world, if we were going to stay with the auction system of selling calves, you would sell a semi-load of heifers, you'd sell a semi-load of steers. 90 calves on each, 100 calves on each. That's what we would need to get to. Our land cannot physically support that size of a ranch.
Well, it could, but it would ruin the land.
But you have to have more than 200 cows in order to, like, because you're going to have loss. So, like, you'd need to run at least 225. At least.
Yeah.
Right? To ship a pot of heifers and a pot of steers.
Yeah. Big truck pot.
We can't physically do that.
No.
So, like, that's not the game we can play. No. That's why we're making a new game.
We're making up our own game. That's for sure. My name was summoned when I missed. William, just send me a text later. We'll talk about it.
Average size of the American cattle rancher. How many head do they sell? JB said, I just want to take Erin up on her statement. We'll talk about anything for money. Yeah, the right price. Okay? Like, there's minimums.
There's minimums. Well, Jeff just called us a hobby farm, so I don't know about that.
No, I mean, I think we're somewhere in between. I think, like, we're not a hobby farm. Essentially, though, like, we're going to be downsizing.
So we're not a hobby farm by the aspect of, like, we have to make a living off of this.
Yeah.
So if you have a hobby, that hobby is not so much going to be what you rely on for your income.
Zach said average, big one near me is 2,000 head. Yes, average is around 75 to 150. I would agree. Yeah, around 100-ish head is the average cattle rancher. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I agree with. All right, Zelda 1990. Thank you very much. Glad you found our channel. Hope you subscribe. We only about 60% of people, or no, 40. Which way? We're flipped the other way.
Would you like me to look?
I would like you to look because only a certain percentage of people that watch our videos actually subscribe to our videos. And if you do watch, please just go ahead and double check and make sure that you are subscribed. I got a few emails today from folks that were unsubscribed by YouTube, or maybe they clicked the button, who knows.
They changed all the analytics. Not subscribed, 54.2%.
54.2% are not subscribed
That's
to
on
the
Owl.
channel.
Let's look on Beyond the Ranch.
Well, Beyond the Ranch is just, 10,000 of our closest friends that we invite to hang out with us
I bet
twice a month.
But they're not all subscribed.
Christy asked if there's a new version of the Hustler Feeder.
33% of the people in the audience are not subscribed to Beyond the Ranch.
Yeah, not surprising.
What does it hurt? Just subscribe.
Because notifications. People get tired of having.
Well, just get rid of the stuff that you don't listen to or watch, but you watch our stuff. So.
Yeah, when you get tired of us, then you just rotate your way out. So. Let's see. The Hustler Feeder. I don't think there is a new Hustler Feeder coming out this year. I do need to get a hold of those guys and see what their plan is.
There's different Hustler feeders. Like there's ones that attach to your loader. Like there's different styles, but.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Tom Jarvis
It is
says,
after 8
YouTube
o'clock.
does do that.
Since you don't have
Is it past 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're just way over time now. So.
8:03.
All right, let's answer questions for a few more minutes, and then we will we'll scoot on out of here and get on with our week. A new weekly vlog coming up next Sunday. Video out on Wednesday now, as we're kind of slowing.
Do you have an idea for a video on Wednesday?
Wednesday video. So we've got a couple things going on. We've got a calf that's out in the pasture that has a cyst on its side that I'm looking at probably bringing in, seeing if we can get that taken care of. We need to do a health check on Blonde Cow and see how she's doing and see how her calf is doing. Also, Showtime needs to be castrated and branded at some point. Would probably be a good thing for him to get done.
Vaccinated.
And vaccinated would be a good thing. We have Cole, by the way, doing great. And funny part, and you didn't see this in the weekly vlog either, but when I found Cole yesterday, when I was recording, Cole was actually in a field closer to home all by himself. He was actually in the one-legged windmill pasture. He was working his way home. He was like, you know what, I'm out. And he had gone through a fence and was trying to work his way home, and I saw him out in the field. And I brought him back and put him back in with the cows, but yeah, he was,
what a turd.
He was just not having it.
He has to be a cow.
This week, Matt Fensel, thank you very much for reminding me. We did hit 200,000 subscribers.
Was it this week or was it last?
I don't know when it was.
Know.
It
Some
was
time
at
ago.
Some point.
I posted it on Instagram and Facebook, so scroll back.
Yeah, but 200,000 subscribers, big deal for us, I think. I remember getting to 10,000 subscribers and thinking that was just insane.
Yeah.
The Beyond the Ranch channel now just a few hundred subscribers away from 10,000 itself. So maybe at some point we'll have 2 channels with 100,000 subscribers. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, it's kind of it was something we knew was coming. I really, when we hit 200,000, it wasn't so much as a big celebration type moment for me. It was just kind of like, okay, we made that. Now let's see what's going to happen next. And
it's really interesting. Like YouTube rewards you at 100,000 with the silver play button, and then they reward you at 1 million.
Right.
So there is a big, it's not that we don't care, and like obviously 200,000 is a big milestone, and that's a lot of people. But like we're so far away from 1 million still, and like not that it matters like how YouTube rewards us, but like really once we hit 100,000, like I was just like, oh, our next big like YouTube milestone is like a long ways away.
Yeah, it's just okay, we'll get there.
Yeah, so like we just don't really pay attention to sub count as much anymore.
Yeah, it seems like once you hit those milestones, you kind of
there's a Miller moth in
here.
here.
Jeff Flake said there's a clean skin in the what's a clean skin?
I'm guessing one that's not branded.
A slick calf in the pasture. And boy, the guy's not even here, and he's trying to tell me what to do. Boy,
we'll catch it.
We'll catch it when we bring him in.
Well, we might not. So it depends if we highway wean or if we wean them and feed them, and then we'll precondition. We won't brand. It doesn't need to be branded.
No, we can sell it as a non-branded calf.
So it is slick. It's fine.
It'll be good. In fact, really, we don't even need to brand Showtime. We know where he's at. He's not going anywhere, so not really.
He needs vaccinated and banded.
Yeah. So if you do get a chance, Leanne Penrod.
Question I was going to answer.
Bringing up the thing, make sure that you do check and make sure you are still subscribed to the Wyoming Life channel and the Beyond the Ranch channel. Just take a second, click the button, and make sure that you're still subscribed. Looks like YouTube's been recycling some people in and out. So
they do that once in a while.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you just unsubscribe and resubscribe, then you'll get notifications again. Can you scroll back? There was.
Sure.
I thought there was something I wanted to answer. Oh yeah, Christy, super chat. Christy done a $10 super chat.
Oh, Matt's caramel roll fund.
I have not made caramel rolls since like April.
Oh, Matt gets here, you're gonna be making more caramel rolls apparently. So
thank you, Carrie. We appreciate that. I've seen some comments about a cooking show based upon like what EPP gets in the veggie baskets. If you're new here, I have a nonprofit that I founded and that I run along with my friend Megan, and it is called Edible Prairie Project. You can follow us on Facebook. But we are a nonprofit based around making local food more accessible, affordable, and available to all income levels in our county. And we do a weekly veggie basket, and they get 6 to 8 items. They're going to get like 10 items this week. It's a lot. Yeah, they're going to get zucchini.
Zucchini thing.
Thank you, Beckhart Fencing. They are going to get zucchini for like the 5th time out of 10 baskets. It would be a lot to cook everything that they get in a basket. And actually, like some of our families, like the biggest reason people do not like renew their subscription the next year, if you want to call it that, is that it's too many veggies, like, which is great.
Too much.
I would rather have that than like, oh, we didn't have enough. So like to cook all the items, it would be a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be a lot. So I am going to make this week on the vlog and stuff, like something I make pretty much every week right now, just like a teaser, is I like roast a bunch of veggies. Like,
oh my gosh, the veggies and couscous?
Yeah, and I make like a lemon parsley couscous, and I roast a bunch of veggies. Literally whatever like is like not good in the farm store anymore, I bring in the house and I'm like, we're gonna cook all this. And so I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. So
Easy asked if EPP buys proteins.
Yeah, we do. So this year we've done lamb, ground beef, and this week we'll have ground breakfast sausage. And we've done chickens, we've done lamb shanks, we've done leg of lambs. So yeah, we buy from a couple different producers, and we do eggs. They get eggs once a month.
There you go.
So
there you go. Hauser, if you're going to be in the area, just shoot us a message on
yeah.
Facebook and
How
see if
far
there's
are we
going to be
from
caramel rolls.
Custer? There will be no caramel rolls.
Come on. I need to learn how to make caramel rolls.
I'm trying to
apparently.
get there, guys. I'm trying. But it's like, it's value added produce time, so it's time to like take
You know
all
what you need to do is teach Matt how to make caramel rolls.
Well, Matt's not
and then
here.
bring Matt here.
Matt's not here, and Tammy won't bring him.
And he can be in charge of the caramel roll production.
I tried
And he
to-
would make one and eat one. But it would still work out in the end.
I think he'd eat more than one. I think, oh, Matt, you don't eat veggies. Don't say veggies and couscous is amazing. Such a liar. We're like an hour and a half from Custer.
Yeah, it's not bad.
2 hours at the longest.
Amazing. It is amazing. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this evening. We really do appreciate it. Follow along with us. Head on over to the website. Sign up for the newsletter so you get all the new things that are happening, sales that happen on the website, behind the scenes videos, all that kind of good stuff. All happens on the newsletter. You can also support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Wyoming Life. Make sure you subscribe. That's the big thing, guys. Hit that subscribe button tonight. That's the main goal. That
Follow
we want
us
you
on
guys to do.
TikTok if you want more Erin content, because I'm taking it over. I don't know what I'm going to post.
It may be just drunken rants. Who knows? This White Claw sucks. Actually, you know what?
Oh, I could do White Claw reviews.
I did see one. I saw the Bud Light seltzer reviews.
Oh,
where
yeah.
there's like the
Oh.
toasted marshmallow and all those. You should do those because those were funny. I did see those. I think I saw them on Reddit or something where somebody was like, you know, this one smells like this and tastes like this. Like tastes like burnt.
So
There's like a
if you-
maple syrup one.
Yeah, there's some
That's
there's some
crazy
weird
stuff.
ones. So if you guys want to see more content from me, follow us on TikTok. Occasionally Mike might show up. Do you want to
Thank
do
you.
some of the dances?
No. Sorry. That's going to take a lot more than just. You guys are weird. Alrighty, guys.
Oh, we have dinner in the oven. Let's go eat.
Okay, we're gonna go eat. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time right here.
Oh, would it not be cheaper to ship caramel rolls? Not inspected. Produced under Wyoming Food Freedom. Cannot ship them across state lines. But you can purchase them in state.
Unless you get a commercial kitchen.
Maybe someday. Caramel rolls coming in 5 years.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the newsletter.
What is couscous? Really quick.
Tiny little pasta balls.
It's good. If you've never had couscous, try it. It's great. It's like rice, but better.
TikTok is our Wyoming Life official.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Thanks, guys.
You literally made it.
I don't know what I'm doing half the time. It's all just like a big mistake. All just a
seemed
crazy
to work.
coincidence that we're all here right now. Thank you to our mods, Matt Pencil, Lori Abel.
Oh, do you guys want tequila reviews?
Zach Hewitt,
On
William
TikTok?
Dunn.
Thank you, guys.
All of our mods here. Thank you very much, guys. We will see you the first Sunday in October.
Yep.
Next time.
Not
right here.
next week.
We'll see him next week on Our Wyoming Life.
Yeah, on Wednesday.
Here we'll be back the first Sunday in October.